All right, we're back. Well, I feel like I just saw you guys like 5 minutes ago. How's
Who are
everybody?
you people?
We're ready to talk some Matrix trailer?
Absolutely.
All right. Of course, we got the Matrix Resurrections trailer. When did we get that? On Thursday, right? Thursday morning. Jawan, you did your Matrix talk already, right?
Mm-mm.
I thought you did.
No, remember? No, I don't think I told you this. I was going to, but ended up canceling the show because it was the night I got my shot.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So, all right, good. So this is great. So we're all going to pretty much, I mean, we've all seen the trailer already. So, I mean, full disclosure, we've seen it already, but we're going to watch it all together for the first time, react to it, break it down, whatever you guys feel like doing. So what I'm going to do, Juwan, is what we normally do. We watch the full trailer in its entirety, and then I don't normally go back and pause. But if there's a specific scene that you want to go back, or Kitty, if you want to go back to, you want to talk about, and we can break it down that way, we can. All right? But let's, all right, further ado, let's just do this. Boom, add the stream. Volume, everything should be set, so.
Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams.
Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
Hi.
Have we met?
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Time to fly.
And if you go chasing rabbits,
If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to fly me.
and you know you're going to fall.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me. No?
When logic and proportion have gone and so be dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queens are overhead. Remember what the dawn said. Feed your
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
And then obviously we know it's coming out December, was it the 22nd?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be battling Spider-Man.
Oh, why did I do that?
Good
Oh,
luck.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, because December 17th is Spider-Man. Yeah.
Good luck on that one.
Yeah. I mean, also, though, this is going to be released day and date with on HBO Max.
Yeah,
So, I don't
that'll
know.
save it. That'll save it a lot.
Yeah. So, look, I got to say, first seeing this trailer, I was very, because I heard bits and pieces coming out when they debuted it to the people that went to, what was that thing again that they went to?
CinemaCon.
I knew it was some con.
Mm-hmm.
So the people who went to CinemaCon were able to see this footage, the trailer, and so certain people basically tried to explain what they saw. So and they said, and these were people that really had no interest in the movie because they, well, look, the second one was and then the third one was horrible. Like, where are you going with this franchise?
Yeah.
So I felt the same way. I was like, look, the original Matrix, I love it. I love that movie. I've seen it so many damn times. I've seen it like 2 or 3 times in the theater, and I actually watched it full. I fell asleep to it though. I watched it last night as a background movie. But so then we all got to see this trailer, and I was like, all right, look, you got my interest. This looks really good. Now I do have questions, as I'm sure all you do. Now, is that supposed to be a younger Morpheus?
Okay, so it's a yes and no answer.
Yeah.
It's Morpheus.
In a different vessel?
No, we don't know. I just know Yaya came out and said he's Morpheus.
Yeah, I mean that's yeah.
We have.
So I'm either were so I took it as this could be 2 stories in one. This could be your Trinity Neo story and then your origin story of Morpheus. I don't know, because it's a younger Morpheus. We don't know where this is taking place or what's going on. It's so confusing. You got a whole bunch of stuff in this trailer, and that blue hue, green hue is not in this movie anymore. So I'm not really sure where this is taking place anymore. You know
I know,
what
and now you got the what it looks like is what the Matrix is doing for the people that are in the Matrix. You know, whether it's the architect or whatever is control of the Matrix itself, and keeping people at bay, keeping people there, is now they're all, because Neo is taking blue pills every day.
Yeah, and then he takes the red pill.
Yeah, well, that happened that's when Morpheus gave him the choice. Like, you can stay in the Matrix or you can wake up, you know, and whatever. In this one, he's taking blue pills to keep him suppressed.
Well, remember, the blue pill is to live your life on,
right,
without venturing into
right.
the Matrix. So the blue pills essentially are keeping him in the world that they've created. The Matrix is supposed to be his actual escape. So for me, what it looks like this movie is going the route of is when we thought Neo died in Revelations. Apparently the robots essentially kept him on ice, kept him alive. And they're holding him and Trinity and putting them in this gaze to where they don't know each other, but they're living out their own lives. Essentially what the Eternals are doing. So they're living their own lives. And then it seems like he comes into contact with Morpheus, who offers him a chance. Because remember, the whole thing with the robots before striking this quote unquote peace was to eliminate free will. So you could only live out the lives that they structure for you. Another thing I caught was the old lady who had the Alice book. I think that's the little girl.
No, from the kitchen. Yeah, in the Oracle's kitchen.
Right.
Yeah. What's the actress' name's like? Was it Priya? Is that Priyanka? I think it is Priyanka.
I'm not sure.
I thought when I looked up Matrix, she comes up.
Really? So that's Bianca. That's interesting.
I think. Hold on. Let me see something. How do you spell her name? Is it?
Oh, please don't ask me that on air.
I know that. I'm just. You know what? I'm gonna have Google do its best. Yeah, she's in it.
Wow.
She comes up as a cast member. Yeah. It just says cast. She's in it.
Okay. That's interesting. So essentially it does look like they're re-entering the Matrix. And again, what's interesting about this, and I remember telling you when you were telling me how much you enjoyed it, my issue with this movie, seeing the trailer just once, was you have to strike up enough interest in me to not want to question why you're doing another one, especially after all this time. And it wasn't until watching it a second time and then again this third time with you guys that I'm like, okay, yes, it has some intangibles that I'm like, I'm interested, I'm intrigued in. I mean, he has more power now, essentially, it looks like, than he did the last time we saw him. Being able to stop missiles.
Is he blind out of the Matrix?
I don't know, because here's the thing. I don't know if we've seen him out of the Matrix.
There's a hologram. I think either somebody caught it or I also noticed it too. It's a blink and you miss it thing in the trailer. And there's one where he's laying down. It looks like he's got the bandages or something with his eyes.
Crystallized. His eyes are
crystallized. His eyes are crystallized. That's it.
yes, you could be 1,000% right. The only problem is I don't know if this whole trailer takes place within the Matrix or not.
Yeah.
It very likely could be. He's just living out simulations, because we do see numerous times, we see Trinity reenacting the one scene in the warehouse where she's jumping up the wall fighting with the agents.
Uh-huh.
Recreation of a scene that we've already saw.
Mhm.
And then we literally see somebody watching what happened to Neo in the first movie in the background.
Mhm.
So they're reliving things, which is why, to your point, Kitty, I'm not sure if Yaya's playing a younger Morpheus or if they just recasted Morpheus.
Yeah.
So I don't know, which makes it very interesting, because it's like Lawrence said he never got a phone call.
Yeah, I know you were saying that, which makes no sense. You're going to bring back Trinity. You're going to bring, Carrie Ann Moss. You're going to bring, obviously, Keanu back.
Why
wouldn't you?
Jada's back.
Who?
Also, when you see the trailer,
Jada's back too?
I heard she's back.
What about the guy that plays Martian Manhunter? Is he going to be in it too? Or no, he got killed.
Henry Lennox? Yeah, he got killed.
He got killed.
Yeah, he got killed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also-
technically, Neo got killed, so.
Yeah, true.
Also,
Yeah,
in the
Kitty, I'm
trailer,
sorry.
you see, when Keanu is looking in the mirror, that one actor. But there's also a point in the trailer where Trinity there's that reverberation. That's not her.
No, it's not. It's the Asian actress, the one that's had the White Rabbit tattoo.
Yeah.
Jessica Henwick, yes.
So
Jessica
there's
Henwick.
a lot.
Jessica
there's a lot
Henwick from,
going on here.
Daredevil.
So.
Not Daredevil, Iron Fist.
Iron Fist.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. And I think my biggest question just is, what is the Matrix and what is not? As much as we love Inception, we have to give credit to the Wachowskis. This gave Inception an opportunity to exist. Because the Matrix had you questioning a lot. I think the Wachowskis could have done more if they utilize the hacking in and out of it less.
Mhm.
You're questioning what's real and what's not. But the fact that that they could jack themselves out, it's kind of just like, well, now I know what's real and what isn't. But this movie looks like it's blending Inception with the Matrix to where, in this trailer, you don't really know what's real and what's not. Because even the start of this trailer, in the therapist's office, you see blue hue everywhere, symbolizing the blue pill. So I assume that means he's in the Matrix. Because then you get the end of the trailer where he's sitting in the chair talking to another guy, and I'm like, maybe that's the reality. I don't know.
What about the scene where he's kind of almost touching Trinity's face, but she's not there? It's
Yeah, you see the lines.
you see the Matrix lines going through her. What was that? What's that? It's not a hologram.
No, it could be her disappearing. It could be her disappearing.
Oh, her getting unplugged.
Could be.
Okay.
It
Did they do that in the original? No, they didn't do that, right? When they got unplugged, they just disappeared.
Yeah. You just disappeared.
Yeah.
Because I'm remembering her phone booth scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she just gone.
Yep.
Look, man, I don't know. My biggest question is, did you come back to close off the loop? Because like when you see Bad Boys 3, they didn't come back to close off the chapter.
I never seen it.
Did that? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I own it. I bought it the day it came out, Joanne, and I still haven't watched it.
I won't even use that example. I'll just say
that's my fault.
I don't know if this is supposed to end things or to start new chapters.
I take this as a stepping where I don't think they're trying to close it out. I think they're going to come out with more.
Well, I'm really curious. I told you before, one of the Wachowski sisters said they weren't a part of it because they didn't believe in it being necessary to continue it.
Okay, I can see that.
So I'm curious as to what did one Wachowski see that the other one did not.
Okay.
So I'm really interested because, like I said, like I told you before, what I didn't like about the trailer was it didn't really excite me to have Matrix back. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really jumpstart let me go back, watch the last three to kind of get the juices pumped.
I'm actually going to do that.
I'm going to do it story-wise so I can connect.
I want to, I want to watch that. I do want to give the other two, even though I know I don't like them. I do want to give the last two another go.
You say that because I'm probably the only human being that is not high on the first one. I prefer the second one over.
Oh no, the first one was so good.
I'm sorry that scene in the not the corridor, but like in the little plaza where he's taking the poll to like 500 agents.
No, don't get me wrong.
It's like my favorite Matrix scene.
I
ever.
told you. I think I told you that. If I got to take one scene out of the other ones, it's that scene where he's fighting them all off. I mean, that was just. I mean, some of the animation's a little, the CGI is a little off,
but I loved it.
but it's still good. I can't knock on that. But look, that guy right there behind you is and Trinity. The fact that they brought back them. If this would have been a reboot, Joanne, I probably wouldn't have want to watch it.
No.
Honestly, I really wouldn't have want to watch it.
I think I would have been interested to see what the Wachowskis could have recreated. Because I'd say this. I think we have a larger array of better actors, younger actors today.
Okay.
Than they probably did. Because think about this. They went from Will Smith to Keanu Reeves. That's, to me, acting-wise, talent. That's a pretty steep drop-off.
Yeah.
So it's like now we have such a large array of great actors. I would have loved to have seen who would have been their today's Neo. Because I couldn't even guess. I wouldn't know.
Maybe that is the answer then. Maybe it's not to open a door. It's maybe just to close this door. Because like you said, if you're going to bring back the chosen one or the one, if Neo is in fact the one, because remember there was questions whether he was or not, and then we obviously I thought we got our answer in the third one. But what was explained, I believe, in the second one, was it the second one, the dialogue between the architect and the Oracle? There's been I forgot when it came up, but that there've been thousands of the one. Like there've been it's a reoccurring thing. Mm-hmm. So if it is a loop, whether they're going to try to close the loop or not. But my point is, if they're going to do another movie, they can get another actor now because now it's the new one. This was Keanu Reeves was the one in this generation. Mm-hmm. Then you can have anybody be the one the next go around if that is the case. If it is really reciprocal, not reciprocal, cyclical. If it is cyclical as that, like,
I kind of wanted them to go the route of retconning somewhat of the third one, because what I think would have made the story richer is if they went an Anakin route, where Neo was not the true chosen one. He is the one who brought on more war. Mm-hmm. And then you bring on someone like, I'm just throwing an example out there, Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
And he's essentially the Luke of the story to Keanu's Vader. And it's essentially trying to hearken down to who is the true bringer of peace. And it turns out it wasn't really Neo. I think that would have made the story, you could have stretched that a little bit more. But to me, it's kind of like he ended the war. Why are we here? Like, like it's to me, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But we're not going to get these answers until we see the movie.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's probably why that's why they wanted to get, that's how they're going to try to get you to go.
Yeah.
Well, in the theaters or watch it at HBO. Kitty, what did you think of the not only of the trailer, but what do you think of this movie? Are you excited?
I'm super excited because The Matrix was really hard to follow for me. I'm not going to lie. Especially
my first viewing, I had no idea what was going on. Yeah, I'm not going to lie.
Because the third and the second and third movie didn't make it flow as well, and they were kind of bad. I'm not. Yeah.
Well, they were confusing, and if I can't really pick up on it, like that whole scene where he comes into contact with the architect, like that whole dialogue between him and the architect, like I literally felt like I needed a PhD to understand what the fuck was going on.
Well, yeah, because so he died while he was a Smith in the Matrix, right? So his real body died in the Machine City. Am I right?
His real body died in the Machine City, yes.
Okay, so this is why I feel like this movie can happen, and an explanation needs to go around, and I don't know. That's why I feel like maybe this Morpheus is not a young Morpheus. It's just like a different version, maybe like an alternate reality because everybody's dealing with time sequence and alternate realities now. So I don't really know. So there could be a lot going on here because this is not the dystopian reality we're used to seeing in all of these Matrixes.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen that yet because I think for the most part, this trailer is the Matrix. We haven't seen what's outside the Matrix for the most part. The other thing, though, is too, that's kind of very similar, and they're obviously doing it intentionally, is the way Neo is being brought out. He's got the red pill. He's taking the red pill from Morpheus, right? He's got the girl with the white rabbit tattoo, you know, and the whole theme of the white rabbit, follow the rabbit, you know, come out of the hole.
Alice
So,
mm-hmm.
you know, there's a lot of mirror images of what's going on in the first one, but now with different actors.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So if the same events are playing out, but it's different, it leads me to believe that maybe Neo and Trinity, because, well, like you said, it's because they're the ones that were kept on ice. So if they were kept on ice all these years, this could be the next generation. And it's, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to happen the same way regardless. So that's why maybe they did. You know what I'm saying? So
saving them.
This could be thousands of years in the future.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a lot going on. I like that there was a lot going on in this trailer where it confused the hell out of you.
Right.
And you could just try to pick apart all you want.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Well,
So, yeah.
Well, also because trailers are snippets, so you don't even know what scene is what. It's all out of context.
When trailers come out, you're just like, "Damn, did I just watch the whole movie in a trailer?"
Yeah, I know, which I'm glad they didn't do. But I'm sure we'll get a bunch of. There's more. Wait, no. There were teaser spots before the trailer came out. There was like 4 of them that came out, so they had a little bit more. I thought it was 4. There's only 2?
There were 2, and then you could choose a red pill and a blue pill and do all those little cool sequences, which I really enjoyed.
Gotcha.
But this one was really cool, and I like how Neil Patrick Harris says we don't use the word crazy in this.
Yeah.
Because then you know that they're not, where they're supposed to be, how that started. So yeah. I really like this. This movie leads you to want to be interested in what's going on because of what happened in 1, 2, and 3, and it kind of leaves you into what the fuck just happened in this trilogy. So you kind of want to know what's going to happen here. Are they going to end this? Where does it go? How is Neo and Trinity back? Why does Morpheus look like this? Is it just a recast? Is he a younger? Is this an origin story? What's going on? So yes, I'm interested.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, we all were asking that question even before the trailer came out. Like, wait, hold on. Well, the way it ended, how are they coming out with a new one if it's not a reboot? I want to know, is this going to be a trilogy? Is this going to be, like you said, Jawan, maybe it's just a movie that's going to close the loop. Yeah. And then maybe we get new stories after that.
I'm curious, and you guys might have to look it up for me. I don't have my phone by me.
Okay.
I could have sworn one of the first people casted for this movie, before we found out that Keanu was coming back, was Michael B. Jordan.
You said that on one of our streams. You said that
because I swear he was casted, and that's why I thought, maybe this movie is a reboot, and he's going to be that version's either Neo or Morpheus.
No. Jordan is not starring in The Matrix. Yahya.
It's Yahya.
Yeah.
That's Yahya.
What did I think? Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was a rumor. This is an article from September 7th in 2019. And all it says is Michael B. Jordan addresses those Matrix 4 rumors.
And I did see that Jada's coming back, right?
Yeah, Jada is. Yeah. But see, that's what confused me, Joe, because I thought the rumors he was clearing up was who he's going to be in the Matrix, where he was saying, like, I can't, I don't know what you're talking, the kind of coy
maybe
thing.
He does. Maybe this is a Luke's Mark Hamill thing in The Mandalorian,
Maybe, but it's more likely I'm just completely wrong.
Either that or maybe he was in talks and they just gave it to Yahya.
That's possible.
Well, maybe he's just busy. Isn't he
great though?
Isn't he directing Creed?
Yeah.
He is directing Creed and starring.
Well, starring, yeah, of course.
He's doing the Superman movie.
Right. So he might be also busy. He might have been busy.
Michael B. Jordan is he's a drug.
Yeah.
He's like amazing. Yeah.
I mean, nothing against yeah. I probably would have loved it if Michael B. Jordan was in this film too.
Oh no, I have no problem with Yahya. I can't wait to see what he does with Morpheus. He
looks damn good too as the Morpheus character.
Not gonna lie. When he came out, I was like, wow.
Yeah, and
he does.
I still want to watch Candyman. I still do need to see Candyman.
Yes.
I wasn't crazy about the first one, but after seeing the trailer for this one, whenever it came out, whether it was last year or earlier this year, I really can't wait to see it.
Yeah, same here. I can't wait to see the iconic shot of Morpheus sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
Not handing out the pill, just him sitting there. So I can't wait to see what Yaya does with that. But he looks cleaner. He looks cleaner than the Morpheus we saw, with just all black all the time.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, he even has. Remember the scene where Neo and Morpheus were fighting in the dojo?
Yeah.
Even that outfit is different. Like, this is a more flashier Morpheus because it takes place in a flashier time.
Yeah.
And I think he's maybe, I don't want to say significantly, but I think he's younger than, or maybe around the same age that Morpheus was supposed to be in the first one.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know. This is taking a lot from movies we've seen and a lot from stuff we haven't. So.
It really might damn well be Carrie and Keanu because, well, or you know, their character's name, Neo and Trinity. It might be because, like you said, that they are frozen, and everything else is going on around them.
But
That they could be in a loop.
The whole Frozen thing doesn't really make sense because the Trinity looks the same, right? But then you got Neo, who has that, like, which I love, by the way, that John Wick look.
Well, it looks like John Wick in Matrix right now. Yeah,
looks freaking fantastic.
Oh, I didn't mean literally frozen. I'm just saying you see in the trailer them both coming out of these machines where they're completely hooked up.
And those machines, though, look different than the machines we kind of are used to, if you look at that. So
yeah, they
that
do.
was nice and interesting, too. I saw that.
Right. I just meant more so, not literally frozen like how Cap was. I mean more so frozen as in they haven't existed in their reality. Right. So they're like essentially frozen in time. But again, because the shot of Neo coming out of it, of course, you know how coming out of stuff, you're completely bald and whatnot.
Because that's what we're used to. They're bald, no hair. That like reborn.
It could be this look is his Matrix look. Rather than what he actually, because like Joe pointed out, he should still be blind.
Yeah,
that shouldn't have healed.
No, this is definitely a Matrix look.
Right, which is weird that he looks like John Wick in his Matrix.
But it also leads me to believe that he's aware. He has to have some sort of awareness of. You see, that's what this is the only thing that I don't get is if he needs to be awakened by Morpheus with the red pill, right? Unless that's not what he's doing, unless Morpheus isn't awakening him, he's basically telling him it's time to fly, which he does say in the trailer, which is basically telling him now you got to stop, you got to unplug yourself because he's definitely aware if he's taking the blue pills to keep him in that bliss. No,
I think the psychiatrist that he's going to is prescribing him these.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha. Doogie's doing it. It's Doogie Howser.
But also remember, the scene with Morpheus is recreating the scene we saw in the first movie. I think he's just living it over again, without knowing that he's lived this before.
Yeah.
So I think consciously throughout the movie, he's becoming more and more aware of who he like. Think about this. The first time he entered the Matrix, he didn't know he could stop bullets, let alone a damn grenade.
He's doing a damn good job behind you.
Right. So I think he's just becoming more and more aware of his past self and unlocking his powers. Because remember, powers is something we saw unlocked throughout 3 movies. I think it all comes back to him at once. But there's a reason why when he runs into Trinity, he's saying, have I met you before? It's one of those things to where it's like someone so important. It's something triggers in your brain like, I know I've seen you before. So I think he's just reliving the Matrix. And that's why Morpheus is saying it's time to fly. Because maybe Morpheus knows that he's been Neo before. But to Neo himself, this is all brand new to him. So that's very interesting. I mean, look, the visuals look great. This movie the trailer shows me that this movie definitely was ahead of its time. Because if you started the Matrix franchise today, it would be the greatest thing we've ever seen. The greatest story, the greatest concept, the greatest visuals.
Agreed.
The greatest thing we've ever seen.
How cool would it be though if it's both at the same time? It's simultaneously a prequel and not at the same time.
Yeah.
That's honestly, the more we're talking about it, the more I feel like it's almost like, so Yaya's Morpheus is the Morpheus that we knew in the first Matrix. He knows of a one. He knows of it. He found him, right? And it's been Neo. But the Neo that we know is the one that's because I feel like it is cyclical and it is going to be like a loop, and he's always going to be that one, and that's why, like I said, a lot of the events that happened in the first one are mirrored in this one. The girl with the white rabbit tattoo, him meeting Morpheus, the red pill makes sense now about the blue pills being prescribed to him from the psychiatrist. So it would be kind of cool if they make it where it's like you don't really know which you're watching, like you said, Kitty. You said where it's two times or multiple times at the same time.
Yeah, and we saw the black cat again. So that was really interesting
to signify deja vu. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like you're saying, it could be very concurrent to each other.
Yeah.
The old and the new. So it'll be interesting. It'll be really interesting to see where they go. You can't end it. This movie can't be where you ended it.
No, I honestly, if it's done properly, I wouldn't mind seeing another trilogy. I wouldn't mind seeing 2 other films.
Right.
And if you close Neo's loop, which you can do, and then you could start with a new character being the one.
See, I don't know. To me, I am one of those few people that believe if you have a franchise that just works. Like, I'm going to give you a perfect example.
Do you really think I want them to get rid of Keanu Reeves?
No. I'm saying I'm one of those people that it's like, I'm okay if Tom Cruise is Mission Impossible 15.
Yeah.
I'm 100% okay with that. These movies are great, right? So it's one of those things where it's like, I kind of don't ever want to see the baton be passed. As long as these movies are good.
Well,
as long as they're good.
Okay, so here's where that can go wrong. And I don't normally like having batons passed in general. I really don't. Because for me, most times franchises are synonymous with the actors themselves. And Indiana Jones is the perfect example. But now Indiana Jones is 80 years old.
But see, I disagree with that. Because once I saw Chris Pratt, I said, I think we'd be in good hands with Chris Pratt being our new Indiana Jones.
Which is believable.
Pass that baton to Shia LaBeouf.
And then Shia LaBeouf. Yeah. He went off.
But also like another example for me is either Stallone and Rocky or which a perfect way to do it was Creed, obviously. And Arnold in Terminator. It's
But see, that wasn't really a baton being passed.
No. I'm saying, but those are franchises where I like them because of the actor. And outside of Arnold being the T-1000 or T-2000, whatever it is, I don't know if I'll have interest. I mean, the last Terminator wasn't bad. Arnold was still in it, but he wasn't what we were used to.
Let me ask you this.
What?
You feel that way, right? Go back 5 years ago. You're telling me you wouldn't be excited to see The Rock as the new Terminator?
Well, I wouldn't mind seeing The Rock in anything. I get it.
Saying, to me, it's all how you do it. Like,
but do you have to call it the Terminator?
Yes, yeah. Let people know you're not shying away from it. Let people know you're not shying away.
The Rock looks like a cyborg by himself.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, The Rock would have been Tom Hardy would have been an awesome Terminator. He just obviously isn't huge.
Yeah.
But he got pretty big.
I was gonna say he got big for Bane.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
I think Tom Hardy would be a good Terminator.
Right. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So to me, it's one of those things where it's like you won't know till it's past. But to me, there are some, just a few, that you literally just can't pass to anybody else. I can't hear anyone else say yippee ki-yay.
Other than John McClane.
It's literally just a Bruce Willis role.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, and it's why instead of rebooting Rocky, they just created more stories.
It was perfect.
Because you can't get anyone else to do Rocky. But to me, there are some people, like I think Neo, Keanu Reeves' Neo is perfect. He's so perfect, I don't even want to think of an alternate reality where Will Smith got the role.
Okay.
It's Keanu's. I don't want to see anyone else's Neo. But
or John Wick.
Right.
That's what with John Wick they can't do it.
Yeah.
They have to stop it.
Right.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you can't do more Matrix stories. It just means it can't revolve around Neo.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. I didn't mean close the door on and create a new Neo. I meant tell different stories, but close and then Neo's story. Mm-hmm. If you wanted to, but I wouldn't mind Keanu coming back. And also going back to Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible, the dude looks like he's still in his 30s.
100%.
I mean, he can go another 10 films or whatever they're up to, 5 films, whatever.
Sure. For
so
sure.
and they just keep getting better. It's the crazy part. Like
The
you take a
weirdest
franchise,
thing.
like I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about Fast and Furious. I feel after 5 it went stupid. 6 was my cutting point.
Yeah, I think after 5 it got good.
No,
Because
see,
for
five
me-
was my favorite. 6 was okay. I liked it when they introduced The Rock. I did. I actually
Mhm.
liked the introduction of The Rock.
Fresh air.
But it just the storyline just went. It just got absurd. However, Mission Impossible was just getting better and better. I hated the first one. I hated the first one.
Too. I didn't think Mission Impossible got good. till
Mission Impossible 2 was okay, but I don't think it's. I agree with you. Yeah.
I hated 2 so much, and then when I saw 3, because I was hesitant, my dad said, "No, let's go to the theaters and see 3." I saw 3, and I was just like, "J.J. Abrams doing Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
Who would have known?" And then it progressively just
Yeah.
got
Because
better.
McQuarrie, I think McQuarrie has been the constant now, and I think it's
Yeah,
is
the last
it
two.
McQuarrie?
Christopher,
It's McQuarrie, isn't it? Or no, I'm thinking of the writer from.
you're not necessarily
Wars.
wrong, but let's just stick with Christopher. Let's
Yeah,
just
I know it's Christopher, but I'm confusing him with the writer of Star Wars. Remember the illustrator from the original Star Wars? Wasn't his McQuarrie?
who
Didn't
was
they
it?
use scenes of the throne for Rise of Skywalker from a McQuarrie drawing?
Yes. Yeah.
So who the hell is the director of Mission Impossible?
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I can't wait. I really can't wait for this movie to come out. It is McQuarrie, Christopher McQuarrie.
Oh,
All right.
there you go. Okay.
Okay,
Look at that.
either way. So yeah, this trailer got me excited. It didn't really take multiple viewings, but I will say it does get better each viewing. So I can understand why, Juwan, if you had any reservation when you first saw it, and now even more so, you're into it. I can see that because the more I've seen it, the better I liked it. But from first viewing, because I am invested in these characters, especially in Keanu and Carrie Ann Moss, and now we're getting a different Morpheus. There are a lot of questions of what's either going on in the trailer, but also in our minds, because we know how the original trilogy ended. So that being said, and because it's going to be on HBO Max, I can watch it in the comfort of my own home. I'm going to watch it regardless. Definitely, because I want to know what's going on.
Yeah, I have HBO Max. I might even see this in Dolby. I might even go.
It's worth, honestly, dude. This is one of those movies where I would like to see it in the on the big screen.
Yeah,
yeah.
I might even do it for Matrix.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Malignant. Maybe I haven't. Kitty, don't. If you've seen it already, please don't spoil
I haven't
anything.
seen it yet. Kitty, did you see it?
I did.
I haven't gotten around to see Malignant, but I do.
Watch it.
I do want to watch that. I'm probably going to end up watching that maybe tonight if football doesn't end too late.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch it before the Patriots play while lights are on.
All right, guys. Well, that being said, I'm going to end the stream now. If you look, anybody watching this, let us know what you thought of the trailer. Let us know if you intend to see it, if you're excited. I know I am. I know Kitty is, and I know Juwan finally. After we'll see, what is it, 30 times you've seen the trailer, and you're like, all right, you know what? Maybe I'll see this.
It was only my third. But that
I know.
first one really was. I remember texting you just not at
I know.
all impressed.
And then you texted me last night. Was it late? No, yeah, it was yesterday. You're like, I can't wait to talk about this.
Yeah.
I want to talk Matrix. So much so. Did you think we were going on yesterday?
I did. I
He's
did.
like,
I
"Let's
was
do it
upset.
now."
I was upset I missed it. And I was just like,
And then even when I had the stream set up for What If this morning at 11, he's seen the background. It's like, oh, we're doing zombies first. Fuck. He needed to get this out.
One I don't like.
You could tell it. You could see you were busted, and you were trying to get this out. And then it would make sense now because you hadn't been able to talk about it yet on your show.
Yeah. Yep.
Which, by the way, I'm also going to. There's going to be a link in the description, guys. It's not up there yet, but I'm going to do some editing. I'm going to link the description to Joanne's channel, so you can go check him out and show some support, guys. Thank you as always. I appreciate coming on, Kitty, as always, and special guest Joanne. Yeah, and this was fun talking about the Matrix because, again, not only did I like the trailer, but this is a franchise. Even though the last two movies disappointed, I did really enjoy the first one a lot, and I want to get back into this world, and I really want to see what was it? It's Lana that came back, right? Lana Wachowski.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what Lana did with this, and I also want to know what the other sister had against coming back and what she saw that Lana didn't. But like Jawan said, but guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Thank you.
Please give this stream a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and as I said, please give Jawan some support as well. Go check out his channel, and the link is going to be in the description. So, Kitty, have a great day. Jawan, see you soon. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Jawan, for our football talk.
Yes, you will.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
Great day.